vision. COPDEM
authorities' disregard to their citizens' right to peaceful protest. Let me start by reading a quotation from Article 19 on the right to protest, principles on the protection of human rights in protest. I quote, "Protests play an important part in the civil, political, economic, social, and cultural life of all societies. Historically, protests have often inspired positive social change and improved protection of human rights, and they continue to help define and protect civil space in all parts of the world." Protests encourage the development of an engaged and informed citizenry and strengthen representative democracy by enabling direct participation in public affairs. Protests enable individuals and groups to express dissent and grievances, to share views and opinions, to expose flaws in governance, and to publicly demand that authorities and other powerful entities rectify problems and are accountable for their actions. This is especially important for those whose interests are otherwise poorly represented or marginalized. We are pained to note that the Nigerian government has a penchant for silencing the voices of the people crying for a new Nigeria, where bad governance, executive and legislative lawlessness, political rascality, and judicial ineffectiveness will be non-existent. The frustrated youths who have lost hope in Nigeria today, particularly the rulership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, are constantly subjected to imminent harm. On the 20th of March 2023, at the instance of an independent consultancy organization, Governance Index, a group of patriotic Nigerians formulated a protest action plan for the sole purpose of condemning the blatant display of lawlessness by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, and the APC-led federal government in the just concluded February 25 and March 18, 2023 presidential and governorship elections, respectively, and demanding the practice of true democratic principles. Unfortunately, the strategy document fell into the hands of the Nigerian police. The police imposed a free... Sorry, I think I'll just continue. All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry for that break in transmission. I think it was as a result of a glitch from our beavers. the police imposed a freeze order purportedly issued by a court on governance index bank account and declared the directors of governance index wanted. Notably, a careful review of and due diligence on the purported freeze order revealed that the mandate upon which the police placed a post-no-debit order on the organization's bank account was not prayed for by the police and was not ordered by the court. In a motion before the magistrate court, the police never prayed for placing a post-no-debit order on our client's account, and none was granted. Certified true copies of the order prayed for and granted by the court was obtained by us. There is a manifest difference between the order made on the 4th of April 2023 and what was purportedly procured on the 5th of April 2023 and issued to freeze the bank account. In other words, the police used a fraudulent magistrate court order to perpetuate no debit on an account holder's account. Yet all efforts to date to lift the freezing order on the account have been unsuccessful. Again, on Saturday, the 20th of August, 2023, the Coalition for the Protection of Democracy, COPDEM, condemned the arrest of 7 people, including Mr. Chigozie Ifeanyi Chukwu, the convener of Up North Ambassadors for Peter Obi, and the brutalization of 5 others by security agents. I take that again so that we're all on the same page. On Sunday, the 20th of August, 2023, the Coalition for the Protection of Democracy, COPDEM, condemned the arrest of 7 people, including Mr. Chigozie Ifeanyi Chukwu, the convener of Up North Ambassadors for Peter Obi, and the brutalization of 5 others by security agents in Abuja. Chigozie and Bulus were arrested and brutalized on Sunday afternoon by a combined team of police and army at Area 1 roundabout Garki, Abuja. COPDEM criticized the security agencies for unlawfully arresting and brutalizing peaceful protesters who were simply expressing their democratic rights to freedom of expression and freedom of association. On Saturday, August 26, 2023, COPDEM again raised concern over continuous intimidation and suppression of peaceful rally in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT Abuja, despite constitutional provision for peaceful mega rally in the country. After issuing a police permit to COPDEM for the rally in Abuja earlier that day, the security agents later warned against the rally due to a perceived security threat posed by possible confrontation with Asari Dokubo. Given that the rally's venue was never publicized, this warning raised suspicions of information leakage. The alarm raised yesterday, September 4, 2023, by Nigeria's spy police, DSS, over plans by some persons or groups to stage violent demonstration or violent protest against, violent protests regarding the long-awaited judgment of the 2023 Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, scheduled for Wednesday, the 6th of September 2023, appears to confirm information leakage and a possibility of a verdict of dismissal based on technicalities rather than justice based on constitutional merit. By raising alarm to the security agents, the security agents appear to confirm having prior knowledge of the verdict yet to be delivered. By raising alarm, the security agents appear to confirm having prior knowledge of the verdict yet to be delivered to Nigerians. Possibly, a member of the judiciary may have leaked the Presidential Election Petitions Tribunal's verdict to the executive arm of the current government of Nigeria. In this case, the government, along with its internal and external security agents, have proven themselves illiterate in the handling of this privileged information by using it to inflict further psychological damage to the psyche of the already broken populace. We believe, therefore, that the DSS is ill-conceived and politically motivated, thereby raising doubts about the integrity and independence of the 5 tribunal justices and the credibility of their long-awaited judgments. As the international community is aware, the social contract theory underscores the undisputed fact that government exists for the people and derives its authority from the people to act on their behalf, primarily for the security and for their well-being. Nigerians' right to protest are safeguarded under sections 38, 39, 40, and 41 of the Constitution. It is a fundamental human right of the people to voice out their displeasures, disappointments, and frustrations in accordance with international standards and best practices as recognized under international law. The international community must hold the current government of Nigeria accountable for the killing or brutalization of peaceful protesters, and security agencies should not prevent citizens from exercising their rights to protest. Article 18, 19, and 20 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, the International Covenant on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights, the African Charter on Human Rights, on Human and People Rights, and the United Nations Human Rights Council resolution in its 38th session on the promotion and protection of human rights in this context of peaceful protests are quite opposite. Principle 1 of the resolution and promotion, Principle 1 of the resolution on promotion and protection of human rights in the context of protests recognizes that a protest can engage in actions targeting any audience, including public authorities, private entities or individuals, or the public, and may annoy, I repeat, the protest may annoy or give offense to people who are opposed to these ideas. It also recognizes that protests may temporarily hinder or obstruct activities of third parties. Principle 2 then Principle 2 then imposes obligations on states and countries to respect the rights to protest. States should not prevent, hinder, or restrict the right to protest. States should protect the right to protest and should undertake reasonable steps to protect protesters by adopting measures necessary to prevent violations by third parties. Principle 4 makes provision for the protection of internationally guaranteed human rights during all protests, even where restrictions or exceptions might be applicable. Principle 5 permits states to derogate from international human rights commitments only in cases of public emergencies. Situations that threaten the lives of the nation, however, such derogation must be officially and lawfully proclaimed in accordance with the national and international law.
Take the last paragraph.
Okay. So we'll have copies of these releases. You can have it later. But in the meantime, Principle 20 permits organizers to protest where possible and without any coercion, to establish relationships of cooperation and partnership with relevant authorities and with law enforcement officials and planning the course of the protest. In cases where public space needs to be booked or where large numbers are expected, organizers should employ or comply with voluntary notification procedures. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, under international and Nigerian law, the right to protest is sacrosanct. The Nigerian government must therefore be reminded that sovereignty belongs to the people, and the government exists to protect the people's lives and property, as well as uphold and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to which they swore an oath to when they resumed office. The Army and other security forces should understand that the right to protest is a constitutional right of the citizens to hold government accountable to ensure the progress and development of the country for the benefit of all citizens. The security agencies are strongly advised to be patriotic in the discharge of their duties and must always protect the lives, rights, and well-being of the Nigerian people. The unmitigated zeal to harm fellow citizens who are patriotic enough to demand a better Nigeria is unpatriotic and despicable, imprudent, and unacceptable. They should learn from their colleagues around the world. For instance, the Malawian army played a crucial role during the time of political and social turbulence in March 2019 by standing with the people and ensuring that their country becomes a better place. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that statement you just read.